Hi, my name is Kirsten Foss, and I'm a business coach for the spa industry. So my new year, I've decided, after a lot of thinking about it, my new year focus for 2017 for my business, and actually for my personal life too, is simplicity. Because I realize I am not alone. You are the same as me. I am the same as you. It doesn't matter how far along we are in our business. And it also doesn't matter which business we're in. The fact of the matter is, when we own a small business, we often struggle with feeling overworked, overwhelmed, and finding ourselves overthinking a lot, which really just can add up to a whole lot of stress. When you consider the other things that are going on in our life, our personal lives, our families, our friends, wanting to do things that are important to us, our own physical, emotional, spiritual development. And so when you are in your business and you're feeling overwhelmed with that and overworked and you're overthinking, it can be really easy to either just want to throw in the towel or think that you aren't doing this business thing right. Everybody else must be doing it better than you. But the fact of the matter is that's just not true. We are all struggling with feeling overwhelmed, overworked, and overthinking. So I want to talk about that particularly this month. I want to start off my content this year focusing on how to simplify your business, because simplifying your business doesn't mean making it any less effective. It doesn't mean that you would be earning less revenues. It does not mean that you would be making any less impact on your community. What it means is how you work in your business and how you think in your business becomes simplified. What we want to do is strip away all the complications so that we can think clearly, because then once we can think clearly, then we can action those thoughts out. But when it's all kind of mumbled up in your brain and you've got a lot of things on the go, then those ideas that you have for your business to systematize it, to increase your marketing, your brand awareness, to create new systems for your team, for onboarding, for training, all of those things are quite often never get done, simply because of the fact that we are really overcomplicating things in our business. So I'd like to give you 3 things to think about when it comes to how do I simplify my business. And these are things that I have done in my own business. So I know they work, and I know they can work for you too. So the first reason why you are overwhelmed, overthinking, and overworked in your business is because you're trying to do too many things at once. So I think this is a byproduct also of, just being in the digital world that we're in, and that a lot of us are active on social media, and the social media is moving very quickly. And so we're getting a lot of information coming at us of what other spa owners are doing for their marketing, what other businesses are doing for their retention. And it's super easy to pick up on all that information and feel like we have to do it all at once. And unfortunately, that will just get you into the overwhelm jam big time. So instead of feeling like you're a bit in a panic, maybe your business is not as organized as you want. Maybe it's not making the revenues as big as you want. But the thing here is that it takes time to create systems and processes. It takes time to create really great marketing campaigns. And when we are working on too many things at once, we are incredibly distracted. There is no such thing as effective multitasking. The truth of the matter is that if you decide to work on multiple things at once, plus be in the treatment room, your energy and your focus is completely scattered. Whereas if you chose to work on one thing and one thing only during your admin time, your focus is one way and with one thing only. You're going to get that project finished a lot quicker, and it's going to be much more effective because you put in the time and energy to make it really fantastic. The second reason why you're overwhelmed and overworked and overthinking is because quite often I'm witnessing a lot of entrepreneurs shallow learning. And what I mean by that is that they may be picking up some freebies off the internet as far as do it yourself, and that's great. But they're only kind of skimming the surface of what that knowledge is about. And to be perfectly honest, sometimes, having a little bit of information is more of a problem than having no information. Because then you might be making the judgment call about, oh, that just didn't work. When in reality, you actually didn't give it enough energy and time and focus to dive deeper into your learning to actually make it work. So, for example, a great example of this is Facebook ads. I see this a lot of conversations in Facebook groups about Facebook ads just don't work. They do work. The problem is they're a bit complicated, and you will need to be taking some training. You will need to do some of your own testing long term. You can't just make a snap judgment call on Facebook ads after trying a handful of them, not really understanding how they work, kind of trying to manage your way through it on your own, and then making that call just saying, they don't work. They do work. You just haven't gone deep enough into them. Okay, the last piece of advice I have for you to help you cut out the overwhelm and the overthinking has to do with you as a leader managing your time much better. And what I mean by this is a lot of spa owners are still in the treatment room and not giving themselves enough admin time to work on their business. I know this sounds like a broken record. You have to have time to work on your business, not just in your business, but it's true. And this is where a lot of entrepreneurs are getting bogged down, is they just haven't booked out enough time for them to work on the business. So what I want you to do is to block off your admin time and hold that time sacred. Don't book in another treatment. Don't say yes to other people asking you to do things. This is your time to work on your business. And it's really short-sighted for you if you are choosing to allow other people or allow other things into that scheduled admin time, because that means that, once again, you are lacking time on putting together systems and structures and concepts and ideas to grow your business. So those are my 3 tips for you to help cut out the overwhelm in your business. And if you want, just take one of those. You don't have to do all 3 of them. Take one of those. Make a decision that you are going to commit to that. And then start watching how your thinking is shifting, how your energy is shifting, and how your momentum is probably going to be shifting as well. All right, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.
Hey, do you live in Victoria, BC, Vancouver Island, Vancouver, or Seattle? I'm hosting a live event on Sunday, January 29th, and it's not just for spa owners, it's for any women entrepreneurs. This is a full-day event, and we're going to start the morning off with a private screening of the documentary Dream Girl. This is an inspiring movie about women in entrepreneurial roles, and we're going to continue on the movie's topic in a group discussion afterwards. Lunch is provided by the Roost Bakery for a beautiful brain-boosting meal, and the afternoon is completely dedicated to a workshop that will help you create an action plan for the next 90 days that includes making your business more simple so that you're not overwhelmed, you're not overthinking, and not feeling overworked for 2017. So if you would like to join us, you can get more information and register at the link on the page here. And if you have any more questions, please feel free to contact me at Kirsten@KirstenFoss.com.